Mrs. Farnworth here again. I'm going to take you through how to evaluate your websites now. So we're going to go ahead and start with a website that you know pretty well. We're going to start with Wikipedia, okay? And I know that your teachers have told you not to use Wikipedia as a source, and we're going to talk about why. So let's start there. Here is the evaluation model that we're using, okay? We're going to evaluate this website. We're going to look at the currency. That means, is it current? The time is what we're really looking for here. We're going to look at the reliability. Can you actually rely on this website to give you the facts that you need? We're going to look at authority. Authority, think the word author, okay? Does this author or the sponsor, whoever's putting this information together, is this authority one you can trust? Okay, do we have a credible author? Then we're looking at purpose and point of view. Is the purpose of the website going to actually help you in doing what you need to do and finding out what you need? In other words, if the purpose of the website is to give you some opinion or to try to convince you to feel a certain way, it's probably not going to be the right website for you. Okay, so we want fact-based information. We're going to go ahead and start with currency, and we're going to look at Wikipedia here. So this might be easier, and you might prefer to do this too if you sort of split your screen. That's what I like to do. You don't have to, but it might make things a little less frustrating. If I can do this. Okay, so here I am with my Wikipedia page, and then I also have my evaluation right next to it. Okay, there's a lot of things to look at here, so we might have to adjust our screen a bit. But what I want to look at is currency first. Can you find a date at the bottom of the page? Okay, so I'm going to scroll down my Wikipedia here, which is very long. There's a lot there, but I'm going to scroll to the bottom to see if I can find a date. And I do. I have October 30th, 2020. Interestingly enough, and I'm putting this together on that date. So today is actually October 30th, 2020. You might look at a date like that and say, well, that's a little weird. How did they do this on the exact same day that I'm actually pulling it? This is just what Wikipedia does. They are constantly evaluating information that is there. And so, you may, that's why it's not the most trustworthy website, is because someone can put something on there, and then there's a group that works with Wikipedia that actually goes in and evaluates the credibility of what's been put on there. So it could be that something is on the website for a few hours before it actually gets verified. Okay, so knowing that actually falls down further in authority. But can we find a date? We did. We're going to highlight yes there, that we did find a date. And if we're only looking at the currency, it's truly high quality. Okay, just the currency is all we're looking at right now. Then we're going to look at the name of the website. It's there. Wikipedia, I already wrote it in there. Do we have an about link? We're going to scroll down and see if we do have an about link. And let's see. I think there is an about link. Yeah, right down, about Wikipedia. So I can click about and I can find out about what Wikipedia is. It's definitely there. Okay. And how well does the website give me the facts that I need? Okay, so that's really what I'm concerned with. I want to look back. Is it going to be reliable for you? Not is it reliable for anybody, but is it reliable for your particular research? And as I'm looking here, about librarians, boy, they have stuff about gender in a librarianship, the deaf community in librarianship, professional organizations that librarians are a part of, European librarians all over the world. They do talk about different places where librarians could work. They talk about the pandemic. In fact, I'm dealing with that as a librarian right now. They do have duties, so I mean it's pretty reliable. There's a lot of stuff that I can't really use or that I'm not going to use. I'm going to say actually there are many facts here that I could use. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, as far as reliability goes, it's pretty reliable. Okay, a lot of facts that I'm going to be able to use. Now here's the kicker with Wikipedia, the authority. As I go down here, I'm going to see there are many, many different authors. And I told you what I already know about Wikipedia, and that is that people can go in and edit, and then those sources are verified later. Okay, so as far as authors, there are many different authors, and anyone can edit it, right? I'm going to type that in. What makes the author credible or an expert? Sorry, they do cite their sources, but again, anyone can edit. Okay. And you can also look at the About Me and find that exact information. So if I click again about Wikipedia, it says right here, it's an online free content encyclopedia project to create a world in which everyone can freely share in the sum of all knowledge. All knowledge. So meaning, anybody who has knowledge on a particular topic, they can add to it. And then it can be verified later, but truly they can add to it. So this makes this a little questionable. I'm going to say this is low quality, and this is what's going to take this off the list for us. So if we're really doing this evaluation, it's going to knock it out for us. Is this website trying to sell you anything? No. I mean, I can go back through. I'll show you. There's no ads or anything. So there's no ads throughout Wikipedia. So that's pretty good. Is it informative or opinion based? And actually, I'm not going to read all of this, but I can scroll through, and there are going to be some opinions that are in there as well as I look through. So it's kind of on the fence. Yes, there's information there, but there's also some opinionated stuff as well. Okay, so it's kind of in between. We do have a .org there. Okay, and so this gives us in the medium quality, I think. We're talking about all right, the purpose and point of view. So now what we need to do is add these up. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I already wrote it here. It's 13 points. We need 16 points to be a quality source. So that authority, if your source has no authority, you can't use it. Okay? That should be a pretty big key. And if you're looking at your source and right away you see, oh, there, you know what, the authority on this is just not good, then that should be a big clue to you that this one is not going to fly. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a minute. I'm gonna come right back. Okay, I'm back. So now we're going to look at the evaluation model for Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is actually a website that we're giving you, so it's kind of a freebie. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all get the date, because we want to see what makes this current. And the whole reason why I'm taking this and comparing it to Wikipedia so that you can see the difference is mostly so that you can see what a really, really high quality source looks like and what a source that appears high quality looks like, but it doesn't really work. Okay, so we definitely have a date. I'm going to say yes, it's there. Okay, and so already we are high quality. It is 2 years old or less. Okay, we are in the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Outlook Handbook, Occupational Outlook. Can you find About Us link? Not really. However, I'm going to go ahead and click yes, and here's why I'm going to highlight yes, because we've got a lot of information about who they are, even though it doesn't clearly say About Us. That's okay. It's the Office of Occupational Statistics and Employment Projections, and then they've got the address. We can actually click on bls.gov to find out more information about what they do. And it says we can get career info from the handbook, and that this is what this group does. And there's even more. Oh, there's the About the site. So I guess I could go into more detail. What makes the author or sponsor an expert? Okay. Oopsie, let me get my pages right. So, I mean, the easiest way to explain this one is that this is a governmental institution that tracks job outlook statistics. And I would find that by kind of doing a little clicking around and finding that information. So statistics in the US. All right. Okay. And so the authority is, it's credible. This is a credible authority. We can trust it. I skipped a step here with the reliability. I did not highlight which one it is. This website, On Librarians, it gives me several facts. So I've got my summary here that tells me the major information I need. And then I've got what do they do, work environment, how to become one, job outlook. There's so much information that I think I'm going to be able to use to do my research on librarians. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that yes. High quality on the reliability. Okay, then I'm going to look at purpose. Is it trying to sell me anything? No, not at all. There's no links to get me to buy something. Let's see here. Is it informative or opinion-based? It's definitely informative. Okay, and in this case we have a .gov, okay, which is usually pretty trustworthy. Doesn't mean that every single thing that comes from there is something you're going to use for your research, but if it comes from the United States government and it's about our job outlook, you're probably going to be trustworthy. The purpose is probably going to be what you want. Okay, so now this one is worth 20 points. 20 points is definitely enough to be a quality source. Okay, now I'm going to skip ahead to my next source. And so my next source I just kind of searched for librarian careers, and I found this website. This is The Balance Careers is the name of the website. I've got the URL here, and I'm going to look for the date right away. And I can see this one actually has an author. The date is August 13th, 2019. So I'm going to pop that in that box. And we definitely did find a date, so I'm going to hit yes there. And then that means that it's definitely high quality as far as currency. It's current. Okay. Now, what is the name of the website? Balance Careers. Can you find an about link? And we already see the author there. This is kind of cool. We see the author and we can actually click on the author and it will tell us information about this person. And it actually says Dawn Rosenberg McKay is a certified career development facilitator. She's the former writer for the Balance Careers, and we can see full bio. And if we click that, you're going to find that she actually writes about all kinds of careers. So she has written a couple career books. So that's a pretty good indication that her authority is quality. Okay. So we did have an About Us link at the bottom is what we're looking for. I said yes, but there it is. If I click About Us, we're going to see that this website, what they actually do, they make navigating careers easy, clear practical advice on job searching, resume writing, salary negotiations, and other career planning topics. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Oh, and then they've got a list of their experts. So it seems to, if I go back, let's see how many facts I have. How much do I have? Work schedule, job outlook, work environment. It even gives me more details if I want to know what these soft skills are. It gives me links to how to be certified. Tells me, and then we're citing Bureau of Labor Statistics as well. Looks like a lot of information I can use. I see many facts that are going to help me. And so that right there tells me that I've got a high quality, reliable source. Can I find the author's name? We already found it. Up here at the top, we had Dawn Rosenberg McKay, and we already looked at her a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put her name in here. Whoopsie. There we go. Put her name in here. What makes her an expert? Again, she's written other books, and I'll go ahead and open this up so you can see. It says author of several books on career planning, job searching, and civil service test preparation. I really like that. You know what? I am only because this is for my sources. I'm going to go ahead and copy that because that is helpful for me. It gets me right into what I need to know. So I think she's got a lot of authority based on that information. I could even Google her and find out more. I'm not going to for the purpose of this video because you guys need to get started on your research in a moment. Is the website trying to sell you anything? Unfortunately, this is the downfall of this website. Here I've got an ad for Lowe's all over the place. I've got an ad for Purdue. So yeah, they're definitely trying to sell me some stuff. It doesn't seem like they're trying to sell stuff that is related to their company. It seems like they've just got more ads to keep them afloat. That means to keep them from, to keep them in money so they can make money. So that's not real great. They are trying to sell us something. Okay. However, even though they're doing that, it's still informative. So that is a good thing. It is a .com, it's commercial, hence the ads. Okay. They're trying to make money. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We just saw that there is some really great information. And even though they had some really great information, there was definitely 2 screens worth of informative stuff. I am going to give this a medium quality. And the reason I'm going to give that medium is because, yes, there were some ads there, and that takes me down a little bit. Otherwise, I would probably go ahead and give this a 5. Now let's add this up. 3 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 points here. Am I getting that right? Probably. Let's hope so. All right. So now we have 2 sources that work and 1 source that did not work. So what you're going to do is you're going to do some evaluating too. When you actually choose your extra source to use for your project, you want to make sure that it is 16 points or higher on the evaluation model we're showing you. All right, good luck. Feel free to email me at lfarnworth@perryschools.org if you have questions, and of course you can ask your teacher as well. Have a good day. That did not stop it. Let's see if I end it. I'm going to end it now.